And we're back, and I skipped over that scene. And I also, this is a day late because I got an Xbox and I was busy getting mad at Halo yesterday.
Talmire! おかえりー。わっかー。どうでしたか？デートは。デートっていいな。楽しいし、それに刺激的だ。へえ、刺激的ね。
Why are you looking at me like that?
いえいえ、プライベートを詮索するほど私は野暮じゃございませんことよ。
She grinned at me.
うまくいったようで何よりだよ、葵くん。それよりお腹すいた。私もだ。いっぱい体を動かしたからもうお腹ペコペコだ。わあわあ。
Alright, I'll heat up some curry.
はーい、カレーだ。一晩置いたからより美味しくなってるんだぞ。
Kanako, did you make rice?
おお、バッチリだよ。カレーカレー。クワックワッ。
I'm relieved to come back to the dormitory. I like exciting dates, but I also like ordinary days, eating good curry together. After all, it's fun to do anything if I'm with Amane. After Isuka and the Soaring Club were revived, the days and months of the year flew by. Summer of the year, Isuka and I became fourth years.
ほら、ここだよ。うっすらひびが入ってる。もう、また作り直しだよ。これだけ大きいものを作るとなると、普通は起こらないような問題も発生してくるな。達也は何て言ってるんだ？型の作り方から考え直した方がいいって。発泡スチロールなら安いし加工しやすいんじゃないかって言ってた。なるほど。どうしてうまくいかないんだろう。早く飛ばないといけないのに。どうしてだ？我々はまだ4年生だ。時間ならあるぞ。そうだけど、もう少ししたら夏休みだし、そしたら朝からやるよ。それは構わないのだが、私は手伝えないかもしれない。なんで？父の命令でな。大学へ行かないならせめて夏休みの間だけでも勉強してこいとアメリカへ行くことになりそうなんだ。
You poor thing.
あっちの大学にある研究室に父の友人がいて、そこで手伝いでもしてこいと。私は嫌だと言ったんだが、大学編入を拒んだ手前無下にもできなくてな。そうなんだ。アメリカの研究施設を見た私が刺激を受けて留学したがるに違いないと父は目論んでいるらしい。父は私に似てバカでな。浅はかなんだ。あまね、アメリカ行っちゃうの？夏休みの間だけだ。何、すぐ帰ってくる。そうなんだ。へえ、やっぱすごいね、あまねは。いいっすか？そっかそっか。いいじゃない留学。あまねには日本じゃ狭すぎるってね。だから留学などしないと言ってるじゃないか。父を納得させたらなるべく早く帰ってくるよ。さ、その発泡スチロールで型を作るやり方を調べてみよう。達也が言うなら間違いないだろう。
1 year after the reinstatement to the Soaring Club. After that disastrous first test flight, the glider wasn't flown again. We amateurs needed to start thinking first of the tried and true methods. But even still, I had fun. It's refreshing to learn and make new discoveries from continued mistakes. More than anything, it was exciting to make something with Tatsuya and Isuka. Progress was definitely slow, but we were making progress. And something was different about Isuka.
何が何でもこの子は夏休み中に飛ばす。そうしないといけないんだ。
Why was she in such a hurry? No, I didn't even notice.
もしもし葵、聞こえる？
Loud and clear.
どんな感じ？
Good, good. The other day we adjusted the rudder and it's working out well.
小鳥、どう？楽しんでる？もちろんよ。空から眺める風ヶ浦の街並みは綺麗ね。
We're gonna fly a little more, and if we can't catch a thermal draft, we'll come back.
了解。気をつけてね。
Obo on vacation having finished late, Kotori, who had gone home to see her family, had come back to Kazagaga. We held another test immediately.
葵くん、操縦上手くなったんじゃない？
Maybe.
休み前に乗せてもらった時よりずっとスムーズよ。乗り心地がいい。
I've come along for this glider. It's no doubt that I'm performing better, but it's more difficult than it was before. I'm all adjusting for that now. I'm getting more experience under my belt. We just can't find a good thermal draft, huh? It seems like the air currents have calmed down.
もっと高く上がりたいのに。
We'll circle around one more time and then head back to the runway.
わかった。
望月め、理事会に気に入られてるからって好き勝手やりよって。あのことを忘れたのか、あいつは。やはりあの時あれを渡さなかった俺の判断は間違っていなかった。もし渡していたら今頃。
It's funny every time.
あいつらめ。
お疲れ。
Once on the ground, we open the canopy and feel a cool breeze blow.
あじー。水。はーいよ。よく冷えたお水だよ。ありがとうアゲハ。愛してる。葵くんも。
Thanks. Flying in this season really is rough.
先輩、タオルどうぞ。
Azanyogu brought us towels. I take the towel and wipe my face, then I hold on to Amane's hand while I climb out of the cockpit.
どうだった上は。
No good, the currents are too calm and we can't find a draft to ride.
そっか。今日は機体の調整に集中した方が良さそうだね。
We're just about to start training for the first real flight. Flying up to an altitude of 2 kilometers where the morning glory happens with a winch tow is no easy feat.
ねえ、次誰が乗る？はいはいはい。私は姉さんの後でいいわ。了解。じゃあ私はウインチ担当ね。
When I fly, someone comes along for the ride, and that's the good part about the multi-seat model. Putting me the pilot aside, the flights have been very rewarding for everyone involved with the maintenance and manufacture.
じゃあ少し休憩したらまた上がってくれる？
Yeah, sounds good.
お前たち。
ゲゲ。なんかややこしいのが来た。
Tobioka came striding across the runway. What? Aren't we allowed to do this? Having just made a look a disgust. Okay. Could at least straightened out her expression and prepared herself to take the brunt of what was coming as club leader.
何かご用ですか？飛岡先生。
誰に許可を取ってここを使っている？
ちゃんと持ち主に許可もらってますけど。
そんなはずはない。先日うちの生徒に滑走路を使わせないよう要請しておいたはずだ。
はあ、何それ。小鳥先輩、血が出てます。敬語敬語。
とにかくすぐに撤収しろ。
We all look at one
じ
another.
ゃあ確認してからで。
この俺がダメだと言っているんだ。
飛岡先生、
Having watched from behind, Domine stepped forward timidly.
一応私が顧問ということになっているので、何かあるなら私に言っていただきたいのですが。
何が顧問だ。あんな形で学校に居残って迷惑をかけ続け、やっと卒業したと思ったら。
Domine looked at Tobioka apologetically.
さっきまた飛んでいたようだが、誰が乗っていたんだ。
I was. I raised my hand and stepped forward. I'm not guilty of anything, so I stand proudly.
一人か。
No.
私も乗ってました。
Tobioka looked at Kotori and frowned.
望月、お前ハバネの体のこと分かっているのか。
分かっていますが。
Like I said in the other route, what's gonna happen? Is she gonna break her legs again?
ならどうして。
ちょっと、私の体がなんだってのよ。
Boiling with anger, Kotori snaps at Tobioka, but no one stops her. Rather, we help by glaring at Tobioka.
そうです。足が不自由でもグライダーの座席には座れます。一体何の問題が。
親御さんが心配するとは思わんのか。
Well, her parents worry about everything. Hearing mention of her parents, Kotori falters. Certainly they would worry. That's why that remark is so terrible to make in front of Kotori. She felt it ever so slightly. My first impulse was to come back at him, but on the verge of doing so, I shut my mouth. Because I could see in his expression that Tobioka, I thought, was just insulting Kotori, actually was worried about her. Because of that, I let the timing slip away from me, and in the end I said nothing.
ミサギのこと忘れたとは言わさんぞ。お前のせいであいつは、ミサギはまた同じことを繰り返すつもりか。
Tobioka glared at the dumbfounded Amane.
とにかく今日は撤収しろ。いいな。
Saying only that, Tobioka strode away without waiting for a response.
あまねちゃん。いや、すまないみんな。私が顧問として不甲斐ないばっかりに。
Are you okay?
平気だ。悪いがみんな今日のところは撤収してくれ。滑走路の持ち主とこれから話をしてくるから。
There wasn't anything we could do about it, so we cut today's flight short.
飛岡先生がそんなことを。
Hanshan and everyone from the Soaring Club except Amane were gathered at Flying Fish Manor, at Flying Fish Inn. Okay, I guess we're calling it Inn now. Dining hall.
なんであいつ私たちを目の敵にするのかしら。陰険っていうか、さすがにちょっとしつこすぎるよね。
Hanshan was deep in thought, listening to everyone talk.
もしかすると俺たちのせいかもしれない。
What do you mean? Hanshan thought hard for a moment and then opened his mouth again.
俺の知っている飛岡先生は真面目で教育熱心で、どちらかというと公正な人だった。そりゃ暑苦しくて嫌われることもあったし、疲れるタイプじゃなかったが、少なくとも俺は嫌いじゃなかったな。
嘘。いやいや、それはさすがに。
特に自分が担任しているクラスの生徒には面倒見が良くて好かれていたぞ。
All of our faces all at once screw up with disbelief.
それが変わったのはあの事故からだ。
The accident. We knew what that alluded to immediately. As they were unaware of the incident, so they wore puzzled expressions.
イスカは当時 飛岡先生が担任するクラスにいたんだ。気まぐれな野良猫みたいなイスカに堅物の先生は手を焼いてるみたいだった。
Talking about those times, a smile grew across Anchan's face.
だからソアリング部の活動にも気を配っていた。イスカやアマネに尋ねても拉致が開かないから、よく俺のところに活動状況を聞きに来てたよ。
意外とマメな人なんですね。
何言ってるのよ姉さん。嫌がらせもマメだったじゃない。
そっか。
どうしてそんなに気にしてたのかしら。
さあ、イスカが体が弱かったからだと思うけど、単に危なっかしいやつだったからかもしれない。そんなある日、心配していた出来事が起こった。あの事故だ。
We nearly swallow our tongues in anticipation. It was serious to be sure, but a glider accident could happen to us too. What kind of accident was it?
俺もアマネも事故があったことしか知らない。あの時アマネはアメリカにいて、俺も風ヶ浦を離れていたんだ。俺たちがそれを知った時、イスカはすでに退学していて、ガレージには壊れた機体が残されていた。状況から見て無理なフライトをして落ちたのが原因らしかった。
落ちた。
What's an impossible flight? This was news to us, having just come back from today's test flight. Oh, okay, what? Okay.
機体に原因があったんですか。
Hanchan nods.
主翼に亀裂が入っていたんだ。応急処置はしてあったようだが。
なんでイスカさんはアンちゃんもアマネ先輩もいないのに、そんな機体でフライトしようとしたの？
イスカとアマネがソアリング部を復活させて1年、試行錯誤を重ねたもののろくな成果を上げられずにいた。いつまでも飛べないでいることにイスカは焦っていたんだろうと思う。先生らからのプレッシャーもあったしな。
Pressure from the teachers. Hanchan nods gravely.
本来アマネは慶風学園に来るような生徒じゃない。それがお父さんの縁故と通いやすさがあって慶風学園に入学してきた。アマネにとってはどこでもよかったんだと思う。実際あいつは3年の時大学編入を拒んだ。その理由が勉強ならどこでもできるだからな。
Hanchan smiles wryly. Talmire was a weak notion that one learns from teachers. If there is something you want to know, you research and experiment for yourself. She considers that common sense. I heard she taught herself to draw the schematics for the improvements we're testing too. And they took a while to draw.
そのアマネがイスカのような不良生徒にそそのかされて何の成果も出ないグライダー制作をしている。アマツさえ大学編入を拒んでまで。
なるほど。
Yoru nods, anticipating the next part.
望月天音という天才の輝かしい未来が台無しにされかねないってところかしら。
Well, it is Anchan's turn to nod. Yoru sighed, apparently tired of the whole ordeal. It could be that that she too is made out to be a genius and is being pushed into a future that has nothing to do with what she wants.
ソアリング部、そしてイスカへの風当たりが強くなり、あいつは焦っていたみたいだった。早く成果を出さないとと。
その成果っていうのがテストフライトを成功させること。
But she failed. Price for daring an impossible flight with a damaged glider was too great. The craft was half destroyed, and Isuka.
あの頃、ほとんどの先生がアマネの将来を憂い、イスカを悪者にしようとしていた。ただ一人、飛岡先生を除いてな。飛岡先生は担任としてイスカをかばい、アマネもイスカも同等に扱うよう働きかけていたんだ。
Everyone felt depressed. About Isuka too, but it was also that we had thought sarcastically for so long about how to end Tobioka's tyranny.
じゃあ飛岡はそれでソアリング部をあまねちゃんを恨んでるってこと？
Anshan shakes his head and makes a face that says he doesn't know.
でもそれって逆恨みじゃん。あまね先輩は悪くないよ。
俺もそう思うよ。それにその事情をさっぴいても飛岡先生が未だに固執してるのは不自然に感じる。
Today it seemed like Tobioka was worried about Kodori. Whether this overlaps with Isuka, or if as a teacher he simply cares about Kodori who can't walk.
誰が悪いってわけじゃないのかもしれない。誰も悪くなくてもうまくいかないことだってある。
So since then you haven't seen Isuka, huh?
ああ、そうだ。
I glance at Aza and Yoru. They nod and face Anshan's direction. The reason we had Anshan come here today is not to hear about Tobioka.
ミサギイスカさんのこと、おじいちゃんにお願いして聞いてきました。
Anshan's expression hardens with worry.
今どこにいるかはわかりません。けど事故で亡くなったとかじゃないそうです。
Oh, huh.
もともと体が弱かったとかでもうずっとどこかの療養所にいるみたい。
療養所？
場所までは聞けませんでした。向こうは娘のことを詮索されるのを嫌がったみたいで連絡先も教えてもらえませんでした。
We look at Anshan.
そうか。ちゃんと無事なんだな。
It's hard to say that she's alright, being in a care home and all, but at least she survived the accident. Whoop. Accident. A little too loud there. Wearing a complex expression, Anshan muttered.
療養所。
He thought deeply.
ごめんなさい。あまりお役に立てなくて。
いや、そんなことはないよ。すごく助かる。ありがとう、二人とも。
May not be much information, but for Anshan, it's the first news he's heard since the accident.
ところで、アマネのやつ遅いな。
そういえば
Everyone looks at me. What? After we boarded the tests and left the runway, she went to go talk to the owner. After that, she just said I have some things to do and went back to the garage.
あいつにも話したのか？
Yeah. Same as you, she had mixed feelings about it, but was relieved.
そうか。
ねえ葵、迎えに行った方がいいんじゃない？
Ah, yeah, you're right. Outside, the sun had gone down and it was pitch black. What is she doing this late at night? I started to worry. Anshan. After me, Anshan had come outside. I guess he's going home already. We sort of fell into step together. What, he didn't drive over? He just walked over? Okay, that's different. I haven't really done anything. If you want to thank someone, thank Aza and Yoru.
まあ、そうなんだけどな。けど、お前がつなげてくれた。イスカやアマネとも、他のみんなともな。お前がみんなをつなげてる。
I suppose. I don't think I had anything to do with that. Without me, everyone would still get along very well. While I was thinking about that, Anshan laughed happily. What, Anshan? All of a sudden, he patted me forcefully on the head.
お前はそれでいい。
What? Not understanding, I asked, but he just laughed and didn't explain anything.
俺はお前のようにできなかった。イスカがいなくなった後、アマネはひどい状態だった。誰とも接することなく、無表情にガレージにこもり続ける毎日。けど俺は何もしてやれなかった。自分のことで手一杯だったから。
Because you loved Isuka, right?
ああ。お前らにあんちゃんって呼ばれて大人ぶってたけど、まだガキだったんだな、俺も。いなくなったイスカより 目の前にいる親友に手を貸すべきだった。今のあいつを見てるとあの頃のことが嘘みたいだ。だから余計に不安になる。また何かの拍子にあんな風になっちまうんじゃないかって。まあ大丈夫か。今は葵がいるもんな。
He put his arm around my shoulders and gave me a hug.
お前は俺の誇りだよ。葵みたいな弟がいてよかった。
I haven't really done anything. Embarrassed, I stumble over my own words. Made me happy to be praised, but that didn't make me nearly as happy as being called his brother. It's not just me, you know. Korea again, Azaniru, and well, you too.
ああ、そうだったな。
Before we knew it, we came to the paths that split the way between the school and Anchan's.
じゃあな、葵。いろいろありがとうな。
No, thank you. See ya, Anchan. Good night. Anchan headed home, waving goodbye to me. It's good, though, if I can be even a little helpful to him. I said quietly, watching him walk away. The sun having gone down, the school was deep in pitch darkness. You can see the light of the hallway's emergency exit signs on the other side of the windows. Wonder if Amine is still there. I tried calling her cell, but she didn't answer. Actually, a ringtone came from her room on the second floor, so she must have left it there and then gone outside. What the hell is the point of having a cell phone then? Complaining, I thought of Amine alone, holed up in the garage. Avoiding Anchan. I just can't imagine her like that. No, I just don't want to. She said that when she was little, the world looked grey to her. She said that she was raised without really feeling any joy. So it probably follows that Amine, being a genius, couldn't empathize with the thoughts of the more average children around her. It must have been hard for those other children to empathize. Ugh, I cannot say that word with her too. For a long time, that's just how things were. She just didn't get along with the other children. The one who changed that was Isuka. Isuka actively tried to empathize with her. They understood each other and tried to close the distance between themselves, and that's what friendship is about. Isuka may have been Amine's first friend that called her dumb, and the first to look into her eyes. She lost that friend suddenly. Never heard why. Must have been hard, huh, Amine? He says out loud like a loser. It's so unsettling to think about that I just can't calm myself. Now she's probably in the garage. Amine. Passed through the courtyard and hurried around the schoolhouse to the garage and back. I assume he was supposed to be yelling that pretty loudly, but meh. Just as I'd expected, the light was on in the garage. Amine. I looked inside. Amine was doing something with the computer, staring at the screen. The intensity of her concentration stopped me from calling out to her. What is she looking at? Maybe she's working. From time to time, I glimpse surprise and admiration on her face. And then her voice rose with a soft yelp of admiration, and her face drew closer to the screen. She's peering right into the screen. The urge to call to her was subdued by my curiosity as I peeked at the screen from behind her. Now we're back to this again. Great. And the screen was a naked guy and a girl grappling onto one another. It's porn. We were worried about nothing. Not so you can do that. What are you watching? Why are you nodding to it? Coming from the budget PC speakers, a degraded porn actress heavily panted. I was worried, so I came to get you. What kind of studies is that? For some reason, as she said that, I paused mid-sentence, then Then exhausted? What? Heartbroken and hanging my head, I leaned on the table.
ここか。
In speechless anger, I took control of the mouse and closed the video.
あ、今いいところだったのに。
Good part, my ass. Why are you studying?
知識に乏しいからだ。
She said it like it was obvious.
それに、葵くんとセックスするのが好きだから。
She looked at me as if saying, is that a wrong thing? That's not necessarily it, but that's different.
じゃあ何がいけないんだ？
Because, like I said, everything. From now on, this is forbidden.
いいじゃないか、ケチ。
I'm not stingy. You stingy? I assume that's supposed to be you are stingy. Go on. Go back. Okay. I stopped arguing and turned my back on her. And then I sat down to show her that I was angry.
葵くん、怒っているのか？
I don't care anymore. I came here because I was worried about her, but I was worried because of An-chan. It has nothing to do with her, but
おい、葵くん。葵くんが怒ってしまったぞ。どうしよう。
she looks worried and flustered.
なあ、葵くん。なあってば。
You better not. She looked into my face from what? She looked into my face from behind. What? Oh. She looked into my face. I'm trying to imagine that, and I can't.
もう見ないから。だから許してくれないか？
No, I can't. Greatly anguished, she let out a. Might be a bit harsh, but this was not something I could simply have her. I could simply have her get away. Well, okay.
どうしたら許してくれる？
She looks miserable and sounds as if she might cry. It would be wrong to punish her any more than this. I glanced at her. If I can sleep with my head on your lap, I answered red-faced, and her face brightened right up.
する。してあげるぞ、膝枕。
Please, can you wait like 8 minutes so I can end the video? I think that's a perfect time. And she tapped her lap joyfully. Okay. I was worried for a second. I put my head on her lap. Pretended to be angry, but secretly I was all warm and fuzzy inside. I was. My face must be red, I thought.
おお、葵くんの機嫌が治ってきたかもしれない。
She said, looking at me. I still am. I turned away on her lap.
あ、まだだった。
She rubbed my head to make me feel better.
こうしてると実家の猫を思い出すな。母が飼ってるんだ。虎吉といって一家の中で2番目に偉い。
Tora Kichi, that's a mouthful to say for the name of a cat. Well, who has the most?
もちろん母だ。
But then the cat? What were the other family members?
私が3番目で父が最下位だ。
How they decide on a standard?
虎吉は偉いから、もし膝に乗られたら虎吉が満足するまで動いてはいけない。それが我が家の絶対的ルールなのだ。
It sounds tiring.
すぐ拗ねるからな、虎吉は。今の葵くんみたいに。でもそこが可愛いんだ。
She smiles joyfully and strokes my head. Okay, I am like a cat. If I can cuddle on her lap, it's not that bad. Cuddling kind of feels good. I'm a dorm mother, and before I came back to Kazagawa, I followed my dad around in the countryside and did housework. Mother is strict, and I wasn't the type to be very affectionate. Probably only act that way with An-chan. So she spoils me like this, I'll want to stay this way forever. Hamane. No, that sound effect. I rolled over on her lap.
どうしたんだ、葵くん。
I love you.
私も好きだぞ、葵くん。
I want you to kiss me. Oh, here we go. She she said and leaned over me. The smell of her wet hair? Oh, okay. Tickled my nose. Why is her hair wet? Wasn't that swimming thing like a day or two ago? Oh, there we go. Before the kiss landed, blah blah blah. Yeah, Let's get past all this stuff. My face turns red because I'm both happy and embarrassed.
よし、今度こそ機嫌が治ってきた。
Not yet. Completely not. No, oh my god, that's such a weird way to word that. I'm completely not angry anymore. What is this wording now? I'm not angry. Like, why is it completely there? It's so weird. I'm not angry anymore, but for now I should pretend I am. Because right now I just want to be pampered. Okay.
じゃあどうすればいい？何かしてほしいことはないか？
Yeah, let's go home. That's not the point.
あ、なるほど
Oh
な。
no. I seem to have noticed something from observing my gaze.
ちょっと待っててくれ。
Yeah, here we go.
よいしょっと。
Alright, let's make a quick save. Let's skip through this stuff and see what happens. Yep, well, we're in it there. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye. I'm gonna have to skip past all this again. Oy.